Welcome back to the Morning Show right here on the Rise News channel. Make Music Lagos 2024 is a global celebration of Fête la Musique in Lagos. Make Music Lagos, the highly anticipated national celebration of World Music Day, is a step to captivate audiences once again as it returns from its 9th edition from the 13th of June to the 21st of June. Alliance Française is hosting the Make Music Lagos Festival. And we are now being joined by Marc Brebant and I think, is it Brebant Brebant? Oh yeah, Brebant. Oh, good. Okay, Marc Brebant, Director Alliance Française Lagos, and Adeola Akinyemi, Director of Make Music Lagos. Great to have you both. Let's talk about Fête de la Musique, of music festival, as it were. You know, Akinyemi. Let's start. Okay, Marc, let's start with you.
Maybe explaining a little bit the context.
Yeah.
Fête de la Musique, which in English is Make Music, has been created during the 80s, to be specific, in 1982. And at this time it was the French Minister of Culture, Mr. Jacques Lang, who wanted to promote music, and he wanted to promote also the practice of music instruments. So he decided to choose this day because this day is also in Europe the starting of the summertime. Yeah. So it's the day of, the longest day actually in Europe, and also it's a symbol of renewing things. These two unveil also the talents of musicians and artists in France. So it started like this and it worked very well, and then it expanded a lot. So nowadays you've got something like 120 countries involved, and you've got 700 cities too. In Nigeria, in Lagos, it's pretty impressive actually, because it's huge. I believe that it should be like in the continent, the biggest event. So it's more than an event, a cultural event. It's a way of promoting music. It's a way of sharing also values of friendship, because you've got the artist meeting the audience, the public. It's a way also of promoting different kinds of music genre, regardless also the level of proficiency. And it does involve also local communities. It does also involve a lot of people. So it's a special moment for unity also between the people, and it's all free, so it's accessible for the audience. It's not a business event. It's really to share and discover by this new talents, in this case in Nigeria.
Yes, I agree with you, Marc. I mean, I've attended one of those events in the past, and, Nigerian musicians, French musicians, so very strong cultural diplomacy, soft diplomacy intervention in terms of the relationship between France and Nigeria. But Ms. Akintoye, I assume your Akintoye is Lagos Akintoye.
Akinyemi.
So you are what?
Akinyemi.
Oh, it's Akinyemi.
It's Akinyemi.
I saw
Akinyemi.
Okay, Akinyemi. Yeah. Okay, not Akintoye, Akinyemi.
Thank you.
I stand corrected.
Thank you, sir.
So who are the artists who are making music this year?
Okay.
On both sides.
Okay, so it's this year, so like Marc said, it's a festival. So it's not just performances. It's not just performances by artists like the typical concerts where you just have a lineup of artists perform. So this year, it's as every year it's a festival. So Make Music Lagos actually joined that celebration in 2016, but this year we're collaborating with Alliance Française, so which is making the event bigger, and we have a lot of activities. So for this year's event, June 24th, which is happening at Onikon Stadium, we have 4 segments. The first segment is the Pulsation event. So the Pulsation event is in collaboration with the French, what's it called now? The Olympiad Committee in France. So we're having like a music relay, more like this is Olympic year. Yeah. So like the touch, passing from country to country. Yeah. We're passing music from country to country. So we're starting in New Zealand. The touch is landing in Nigeria, 3:50 exactly, and then ending in Paris later in the day. So we're going to have Johnny Drill, Clay Rocks, and an original produced by Rotimi Keys. After that, we move to what we call the Mass Appeal. The Mass Appeal is an ensemble of close to 100 bands performing one song in unity. So we have 2 performances with over 100 bands directed by Steph Ade. We're going to have saxophonists, drummers, It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And then we'll go from there to the third segment, which is the Battle of the Bands. Earlier in the year, Marc created a very fantastic initiative called the Battle of the Bands, which was organized by Make Music Lagos in collaboration with Alliance Française. So we had the short list of about 10 bands. Now
Indie bands or popular bands?
Indie bands, because our goal is to feature up and coming artists, not just people who are already popular. So the music cuts across all genres. You know, we love Afrobeats, but there's so many other genres that are also big in Nigeria. So we want to promote those as well. So now we shortlisted 3 bands from that first phase, and those bands will have we call it a Battle of the Bands showdown. So we're going to pick the top 3, the top of one band, the winning band today. And the audience, if you attend, you can vote. And then if you're not able to attend, you can vote online as well. So we're really looking forward to it. And then we'll end the day with performances by Femile, Johnny Drill, Kemi Sings, The Alternate Sound, and a lot of other bands as well. So it's going to be exciting.
This is music to my ears, no pun intended.
Thank you.
I love this. I love indie bands. I love live festivals and all of that outdoor music.
Yeah.
Why is it not on traditional TV? Because this is great quality content for television.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're talking that there's a dearth of content on television in Nigeria. This is great quality content. There's going to be lots of this is like your Glastonbury Lagos.
Absolutely. That's what we're actually going for.
So why is it not on traditional TV, Marc? And how can we make it bigger? I like this already.
It's getting bigger and
Je suis très content.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Now that it's getting bigger, it's already big. And thanks to the organization of Make Music Lagos, because you've got a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians involved in that, like music lovers. It's pretty impressive, I wasn't expecting, big as it is. Yes. So it's getting bigger and bigger.
Why is it not on traditional TV? Why is it not on streaming? Why is it not on?
So we're going to be streaming it on the Make Music page and Alliance Française page. Everything in Make Music is by collaboration. It's a not-for-profit, so it's as much support as we get from collaborators. So it would be nice to have Arise News join us.
What's the Make Music page like?
The Make Music Lagos, that's the page.
On which
On
platform?
YouTube. On YouTube and on all social media handles.
Okay.
So it's going to be streamed for those who are not in Lagos to attend. Yeah. It's also going to be streamed on the Alliance Française page
on
as
YouTube
well.
too?
On YouTube as well. So, I mean,
all right. So how many hours of music and celebration is that going to be?
We're starting from 3:50 and ending by 11. So
3:50 p.m.
Yeah, 3:50. So because 3:50, the music relay lands in Lagos. So we have to start by 3:50. It's just a 10 minutes, 3:50 to 4 p.m. And then we hand over because South Africa is handing over to Lagos. Lagos is handing over to Ghana, and then Ghana will hand over to the next country.
Okay, Marc. This Make Music has started since June 13, right?
Yes, series of events.
Okay, so there have been some events. If you could tell us about some of those events, and then you as the man in charge of Alliance Française, I'd like you to tell us about Alliance Française. I mean, I know Alliance Française was that place where we used to go to learn French. I used to speak fluent French.
Very good.
But I lost it. If you don't speak French, you are rusty. I don't want you laughing at me.
No.
I prefer you just speaking, and I will know what you are saying. I've gone there. I wanted to do a diploma, in French, but anyway, that's a personal story. But I see that Alliance Française now is like a restaurant and an event center, which was not the case in the past. Can you tell us about the Alliance Française that you run and why the model has changed slightly?
All right, so Alliance Française Lagos is part of a network in Nigeria. You've got 10 Alliance Française. And Alliance Française in Nigeria and worldwide are organized like this. You've got like a board of directors. Usually, the board of directors are people from the country. So in this case, we've got a board, a Nigerian board, with a woman president, with a woman vice president, and other 5 board members. So goals are what? Missions are what? Educational missions and also cultural missions. Educational missions through, for example, French courses, French examination, this is one. And then second, cultural. Cultural, we've got like a cultural programming based on 3 directions. The first one is the in-house cultural programming that we are doing through, for example, a yearly call of project. We're selecting artists, in cinema, in music, dance, plays, exhibitions that we are doing at Alliance Française Lagos. Second direction is more based on partnerships we want to have with Nigerian organizations, such as Make Music Lagos, for example. But not only Make Music Lagos, we're doing, for example, with African Artists Foundation, the Lagos Photo Festival. We're working with the Shillong Museum also to promote also their activities. This is the second direction. And the third direction is more like having, together with the French Cultural Network, events such as, for example, Francophonie Week to promote French language, also Make Music, also this is two. We've got different events like that. So per year, Alliance Française Lagos is doing 250 events per year. So it's a machine, as you mentioned before. It's not an event center because actually we are NGO. We are not doing like money, or the money we're doing, it's reinvested to modernize also our facilities and to organize new events and to reinforce events that we are already doing. This is the case with Make Music Lagos. And we are receiving something like 50,000 people to our events per year. In the case of the restaurant is a private company who is installed within the premises of Alliance Française Lagos. This is Eric Kaiser. But I have to mention also one thing, that Alliance Française Lagos has a specific also dimension in the network worldwide. Why? Because it's the first time that you do have an association between Nigeria and France. Who is owning this place is Mike Adenuga, so it's
Otumba
also
Mike Adenuga.
Exactly, who built up this beautiful cultural center and asked us to operate it through the different activities I just mentioned. So this is unique in the world to have this dimension. I would say that it's really a collaboration, a fruitful collaboration, very interesting one.
Okay, I want to also ask you this. Is there going to be a CD produced? Because I'm already thinking of the crazy playlist I can make from all of this. And who owns the rights to the music that we produce from this concert?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so let me speak. So the producer, we have a French producer, Fat Fabs, who is producing one of the Mass Appeal songs. We have another song produced by Johnny Drill and performed by Folabi Noel. Then we have the content for the position is produced by Rotimi Keys. So the producers own the original content, but when the performance is done, we can then share.
So who shares rights proceeds?
Right proceeds will be shared with the performing arts, and also a portion will go to Make Music and the reason for that is we're putting it back. It's an NGO, so we're putting it back into organizing.
So what's the marketability? So are you going to see this music selling on iTunes, special edition,
that's the goal.
On Audiomark and this and all of that?
That's the goal, actually. That's the goal. And the producers are very particular about getting it to that level. It starts sometimes when the performance ends, everybody goes for it. But for this year,
the royalties, that's
the goal. That's the goal. To really bring out a content that we can all be proud, because they're all originals. So content that we can all be proud of, and then it can benefit even the up and coming artists and everyone who is a part of the project.
You want to talk about this, Marc? I mean, the royalty issues and all of that, and what are the other things you've been doing for musical arts apart from concerts and festivals like this? What are the other things you've been doing? Because I got a lot of ideas in my head. So take, for instance, I'm thinking of a Make Music annual playlist.
This is very good.
And a Make Music annual indie music countdown.
Are you sure we're not going to?
Yeah.
So these are two ideas.
No, this is a very good. Actually, the idea is really to promote first musicians, different styles, different levels, discover talents, unveil also different traditions in terms of music. It's not a mainstream event.
Yes.
It's like, discover the talents we do have, and it's also very good for them. It's like also a way of being under the lights. Absolutely. And to reveal themselves. So this is important, and you were mentioning something very interesting, because it's not only the 21st of June that we're working together. It started already from March with different events we made in collaboration, and such as, for example, music business conference, workshops dedicated to music, different things like this, Battle of the Bands. And the idea is to continue to have, like, during all the year, events related to music. People to be also involved, yes.
Another quick idea, a radio countdown show for indie music.
So we have something like that. We call it the New Music Marathon.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
before we go,
Okay.
for the benefit of our viewers, people who would like to be at the event, you've said it's free.
It's free.
So just restate the point about venue
So
and time.
and time. Okay, so the venue is at Onikon Stadium at TBS. It's a free event. If you'd like to pre-register so that you can come in easily, just go to Make Music Lagos online. Just Make Music Lagos on social media, all social media platforms. You can just get an opportunity to register there so that you can come in easily. So it's Onikon Stadium starting 3 p.m. today.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Adeola
Thank you so
Akinyemi, and thank you, Marc Brebant. Enchanté.
Enchanté, monsieur.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.